Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera. Yang berhormat rakan saya Tan Sri Dr. James Jemut Masing, Timbalan Ketua Menteri Sarawak. Yang berhormat Saudara Tan Sri Dato' Ahmad Moshidi Ghani, Setiausaha Kerajaan Negeri. Yang berhormat Saudara Dato' Haji Len Saleh, Pengurusi Tegas, ahli-ahli lembaga Tegas, ahli-ahli yang berhormat, Deputi Penjemputan, seterusnya para partner kepada Tegas, saudara-saudari, para belia yang saya hormati sekalian. Pertama kali saya mengucap setinggi penghargaan dan terima kasih kepada pihak Tegas kerana menjemput saya untuk bersama-sama dengan para belia khasnya dalam majlis peresmian SCAT Fair. Saya nak cari apa makna SCAT Fair. Nak kata pusat tak juga. Kerana hanya ada S. Of course lah, short form lah, career training yang telah dianjurkan oleh pihak Tegas. Saya mengucap tahniah kepada saudara Datuk Len dan rakan-rakannya because for the past 5 years they have organized this career fair and to expose opportunities to our young Sarawakian particularly in order to chart their career in future. And also the availability of training programs that are available in Sarawak and to tap these training programs in order to enhance their skill and knowledge for them to participate in our economic development. Tahniah Datuk Len and Tegas. Saya juga ingin nak menyatakan di sini bahawa I think you have known the objective of Tegas, what they have done, at the same time the success that they have achieved with their partners. But today, I just want to share with you what the government is doing for the future. Yang lain kita dah tahu. Important of STEM, you know very well. Science, very important. Mathematics, very important. Common of languages, very important. And then this is prerequisite for you to move forward. But we must establish the ecosystem, the environment where this talent and knowledge can be applied in terms of our economic development. And because of that, this morning I want to share with you what we are going to do. Perhaps you have heard of our desire to transform our economic landscape from the present traditional and conventional economic landscape to lift up to digital economy. And the world in future will be very much based on your digitalized economy. I'm sure you have read the book called The World is Flat. Mula-mula saya baca buku itu, The World is Flat, macam mana dulu saya belajar geografi, The World is Round. Dari sekolah dulu, we were told that the world is round. When I saw this book, about 10 years ago, The World is Flat, saya ambil. Kena something wrong with the author. Apabila saya baca, as you know, it's the question of connectivity. The world is connected. Everywhere you go, wherever you are, you can connect with your parents, you can connect you with your friends, and with anybody, just a matter of seconds. And this is because of what? Just because of internet. Internet has shrink the world. And the world becomes smaller. And inilah landscape ekonomi yang kita berhadapan sekarang. The world is flat just because of connectivity. And it is because of clouding, satellite communication, fiber optic, and all this basic infrastructure. So much so that you can connect yourself with anybody. And when you really look into it, the inventors actually are those people who just want to try only. Kalau cakap dengan Bill Gates started from where? Only from a car garage. Dia kerja dengan IBM. He went out and he tried to invent something to connect people. That's where internet came in. Software. Dia buat software dulu. And that what happened. From the car garage. Zuckerberg nak kongsi assignment among his colleagues, contemporaries, and now become Facebook. This is just happening. Jadi kalau orang Sarawak nak naik, mau tak mau, we have to produce Sarawakian Bill Gates, Sarawakian Zuckerberg, Sarawakian Steve Jobs, and whoever yang ada tuan-tuan baca. And then the world economy actually now has changed. Internet is a game changer. Yang kita dulu di sekolah belajar mengenai dengan the three factors of production, then labor and capital, no longer relevant today. If you were to code the three factors of production in your exam, you will be failing. Definitely you fail in the subject. Kerana tak lagi relevant. All boils down to the question of command of technology, and then whether you are innovative and creative within the ecosystem. Sebab itu, saudara-saudara yang hendak mencari kerja ni, kita mau tak mau melihat keadaan dunia yang sudah berubah ini. Dan dunia ini adalah yours. Our economy cannot be depending on Sarawak only. You have to go beyond Sarawak, beyond Malaysia, but in fact, you are connected to the world. Whatever you produce, product and services must be connected to world market. That is what we call employability. Whether you can be employed or not. It is yours. Government cannot be the only source of employment. It is the people themselves. Oleh itu, saya rasa today I want to share with you what the government is going to do. Number one, we want to change from our traditional economic base yang ada to digital economy. That's why I have requested State Secretary to convene international conference. We want to get international experts to come here and share what they feel about the future. Second, we have to direct all our effort and resources towards this changing landscape, so that our people can exploit the opportunities as a result of this changing landscape. Sama ada services. When you talk about services, it includes hospitality and tourism, then logistic, and the third one is, of course, your own talent. Number three, the government is going to build the basic infrastructure. If you have a car, you don't have the road, it's no point to have a car. And if you have a computer, without the basic infrastructure, highway, you don't have to have computer, no point. Karena if you want to click into your computer, what you see is the round, that one, no point. So that's why I have requested MMC and the agencies to provide basic infrastructure, either by fiber optic or cloud computing through satellite. That will enable the rural people to change the rural economy. Without that, you don't expect us to change the rural economy, because product and services must be connected to the market. And we are very fortunate that Sarawak is in Borneo, and Borneo is within the ecosystem that is developing very fast. India, 1 billion market. China, more than 1 billion market. ASEAN, 600 million market. And our logistic, the flight taken to reach this market, only 6 hours. By flight lah. Kalau pakai kapal lain lah ciranya. Kapal pun the most is 3 days. But by flight 6 hours. Kalau nak jual pisang, within 6 hours belum buruk lagi. That means your agricultural products that you produce can be marketed within these 3 billion consumers. You calculate if you make a profit of 50 cents, multiply by 3 billion. Si bola terbian 10% cukup bah? 10% of 3 billion, 300 million. You just multiply by that. And that is your profit. And that will provide other spin-off. You provide other change of jobs within that particular sector. Jadi, when we want to transform our rural economy, and then we have our young people, 60% of population are below 45, and they are IT literate, and these are the people that can transform the rural areas. That's why our economy will come up. You want to involve in tourism? It's the same thing. What do? You just take photograph, you send out your package throughout the world, and if they are attracted to that, they come and see you with your price, of course lah. Sekarang traveling tourists, what they need just a handphone. Handphone. Booking handphone. You just do the booking handphone. You check in handphone. You masuk kapal terbang handphone. You keluar kapal terbang handphone. You taxi handphone. You go to check in hotel handphone. Then you ask for password. That is how people travel today. That means once you have this technology in hospitality and tourism, travel agent out of business. And if the travel agent want to make money, they have to change. What they do is just to sell package. You come here, I look after you. Then I charge you. That's how you make money. But if you were to rely on the traditional one, just like travel agency, you are out of business. And this is just an example what is being done. And this success should inspire us to change our direction of economy. Sebab itu saya dengan rakan-rakan di kabinet, kita kata we have to leapfrog. Even if you need investment in this ICT infrastructure, we will invest. Kalau MC tak dapat bantu, kita ambil. Saya nak minta federal government to give us one-to-one. Kerana the infrastructure is at least about 2 billion ringgit. We are going to spend state government and we want federal to give one-to-one. We are willing to put it. Why? Because of you. because of the young people. I will do it. Kita will do it because when you are becoming the prime mover of our economy, you have to do and connect to the world. Tidak ada makai-makai sel, kami makai lain lah. Kami makai saya ada telefon smartphone, bagi pun susah. Nangka kampung rumah. Kini tu WhatsApp, bagi makai WhatsApp. That is the environment ecosystem that has changed, and therefore our availability, the market is no longer Sarawak but beyond. Saya nak tukarkan perkara ini as your sixth chief minister, attending the sixth scat fair, semua nombor 6, at the age of 66. But the ecosystem has to be changed. Saya, Tan Sri James, Dato' Ahmad Douglas, all of us are focused on that to create the future of the young. And that is what we are going to do. And saya rasa bahawa inilah pendekatan kita. Actually, you know, the success of these people is not really structured. It also boils down to the fact of creativity and innovation and opportunity. Kalau you tengok, Bill Gates the same thing. You just mention yang orang yang dah berjaya. Jack Ma started from apartment, you know, just in one room. Jack Ma was an English teacher, and he interacted with the tourists. He became part-time tourist guide. That was Jack Ma. And then he learned about eBay dan Amazon. When he got that, he went to US and for other things, but he took the opportunity to look at this internet as well as marketing tools, especially Amazon and eBay. Balik dia started daripada dia punya apartment room. That's where he started website. And then he established Alibaba.com. Saya mula masuk Alibaba.com, I thought it's from Egypt. Apabila saya masuk, keluar Alibaba.com, padu datang daripada negeri China. Jack Ma. But why he used Alibaba.com? There must be a reason. But he was very fortunate because the Chinese government did not allow at the time, I think now it's the same, Yahoo and Google to come in. So he has the command, he has the monopoly situation, and then he start logistic, wholesale. Beli dari Sia, jual ke situ, nyata tengah aja. What he did is just doing that. His own software. That's what Jack Ma is doing. And then with 1 billion population, you just imagine. Waktu Chinese New Year, then he start selling. Kerana mau beri angpau. Orang beli all this gift. So he was the one doing it. Just a middleman. But now he one of the richest men in the world. Dia jual SoftBank. SoftBank, the one in Tokyo. The same thing in Japan. It's just creativity. And they start small. And now become big name. So ladies and gentlemen, kepada para belia, when you study all this, kalau nak transform Sarawak, we have to do that. You can just start with one computer and one room. You start lah. Go ahead aja. Maulah design ke, gaming ke. Gaming industry now is one of the top. I got the opportunity to visit ICT exhibition in Busan, Korea. Saya tengok semua muda-muda. Umur 25, 26 ke bawah. That exhibition center on ICT, including game development and also simulation. I was the only one yang tua masuk. Tapi out of curiosity lah, I just went in. And then they do simulation of a city simulation. How the city looks like, how the building looks like, how the traffic flow, all that. Just in that screen. You just imagine, they just have that vision put into imaginary screen. Imaginary is just simulation, and they translate into real development. Geni train berjalan, seni connectivity-nya, all that. Sebab ya saya minta SPA to revamp their process di Sarawak tu. Gunakan ICT. Nanti ngumbat file banyak-banyak ke dah ya. Wang kini tu pakai pen drive. Sorry lah, saya cakap sini. Because I want to change it. You bring file, box, pakai apa? Wang kini tu pakai pen drive, sikit je. So this is the technology, the ecosystem has to change, and Tan Sri Muhyiddin want to have e-government. Then there is interaction between client and the resource. Jadi sebab itu saya nak buatkan ini conference. I want to go direct to digital economy. That's where we can transform the rural areas and give opportunity for the young to be creative. And the world is yours, depending on your talent. Now, talking about talent, I want to share with you, we got all the talent. The president of Australian Computer Society is a Sarawakian. He migrated to Australia. In Australia, a developed country, and the president of Australian Computer Society is a Sarawakian, meaning we have the talent. I have a friend in Singapore, banker. I used to share this. I have a friend in Singapore, banker. He used to work with Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, and helping the present Prime Minister of Singapore. He got his master's, but he was offered to do a PhD because he's good, but he has to relinquish Malaysian citizenship. But nyangkit mikir-mikir. Tapi nyaman dengan saya, I think I want to come back lah. So he resigned from MAS but joined OUB, Overseas Union Bank, as one of the top banker doing stockbroking. Sarawakian, where? From Padungan. And I got another friend, also banker, financial consultant. He worked with Paribas in Singapore. From Lundu, now owning private banking business after working with Paribas. In Singapore, Sarawakian. Kalau nak cakap, orang Sarawak si bodoh. We have the talent. The only thing is to create the ecosystem where we keep that talent. And talent can be nurtured. Inilah saudara-saudara, saya bercakap terus terang sebagai abang. Nak sebut bapak pun boleh juga lah, kalau aksen nak jadi orang muda. I want to share with you what the government is going to do. As your chief minister, I want to transform that. I mean serious business. For a start, oleh sebab Bill Gates start daripada garage motor, Jack Ma start from apartment pun room. I want to give you incubator center costing 30 million at Samajaya. Today, I give you 30 million ringgit. For us, Tegas, to build center, incubator center at Samajaya High Tech. So that you, who are very creative, you can have a room there, cheap rate, jangan mahal gila yo. I dah beri you 30 juta, jangan you charge sedaknya rent tinggi-tinggi. With the telco must provide at least between 150 to 300 Mbps. The speed. Ada incubator, you have your talent, you are creative in fashion, in software, in design, in programming, all that. Then you start your workshop and you connect to the world. Nak jual pisang kah, nak jual durian kah, mana kata kita lah saya. Then through that networking to the world. Dan insya-Allah selepas conference ini ada barang nak saya announce. Hari itu saya announce 30 juta aja. And also something connected to our infrastructure. And our employability no longer depends on boleh foreign investment datang. Saya setuju. I don't object. Kadang-kadang job di-create-nya match dengan the training that you get. Mengembak besi, pakai apa? Semua pada ngembak besi. But we need the professional and higher spectrum of job that you want. And then, as you know, nowadays, all based on technology. Kalau adik-adik ada baca buku The Third Wave by Steve Case, mula-mula dunia ini bertukar, mula-mula internet. Then the second wave is application, apps for solution. Sampai hari ini pun the financial sector has to depend on technology, fintech. This is the second wave. And the third wave is going to be robotic and automation. Kalau ada robotic automation, you need people who can maintain the software and the hardware of robotic. And this is a new job. Maknanya pekerjaan baru. And that needs skill. And that is the world of the future. Kalau you masih makai gergaji ke Datuk, sorry lah. Makai gergaji, mu nak nyukat makai tape, sorry lah, out. All being simulated. And this simulation is using technology. Saya pergi rumah Gate. That was in 1992, I think. Pehin Sri bawa saya. Myself, Tun Taib and Tan Sri Aziz Hussein. We attended Microsoft conference in Seattle. And we were brought to what they call the House of the Future, invented by Bill Gates. So we went to his house. Masuk di rumahnya, adalah nemiak saya tinggi. Welcome you and said, good morning. Welcome to this house. Jadi orang attend yang banyak, ada juga sidat daripada Jepun. Dua Korea dengan China, pronunciation salah. Good morning. Sal sidaknya apa? Good morning. Ya. Nyotok nyatok mata. Please, your pronunciation is wrong. Padu robot. House of the future. And then in the kitchen, all are being served by robotic operation. Meaning, what I'm saying here is, technology has changed the lifestyle. And today, if you go to Japan, you go to one hotel, receptionist is a robot. Rambut kuning, muka kaca, skin Robi, halus yo. But this is synthetic skin. Boleh betul-betul welcome, know this, all already programmed. It's a robot. So ada saya baca sebuah buku physicist, Kaku, Mr. Kaku, lebih kurang dia namanya. I know you have read the book. Yang ada in future, orang akan fall in love with robot. Robot yang pandai nangis. Punya nak minta barang yang kita nya pandai nangis. Nak susah nak kedai. The ecosystem of the world will change. Falling in love with a lady robot. Kenanya kena lady. Nak pisan kita tu. Sama Chan you po. Ya? Nya kacak nak. One thing, nya si Wendy tua. You just imagine you have a friend, a robot, a lady robot, that will not tua. Ni you mungkin sakit, mungkin tua, nya mungkin masih muda. That will be the world of the future. Tapi kita sampai ekstrimnya. Jangan kita malah robot dibetongkan, malah robot diserikir. Malah lah orang pergi serikir saja. What I'm saying is technology. I am going to emphasize on technology, and that is the way forward for you to get employed. Fashion designer. Okay, you have fashion designer, Sarawak ethnic fashion, but you have to promote. How do you promote? Technology. Datang situ, cari. That's how it is. And the world is yours. Saya kata, within 6 hours saja cukup. 6 hours. Radius. Within ASEAN, India, China. When you go China, masuk Korea. And these are your market. Nak nangga hutan, saya ada hutan yo. Saya ada hutan, mau pergi Seoul, nangga bridges je banyak. Hutan saya ada, kita ada hutan. So, we share our forest with them, nature. They want to see our nature. The only thing is, you just do a packaging by technology. And they will come, and then you charge them lah. And government will put levy lah. In order to get revenue, because we are going to lose revenue from our timber. We don't cut our forest anymore. So we have to find certain revenue from our timber because we preserve our forest. So we charge a bit levy. Sikit je ba? Sikit mean a lot, you know. Kalau you got 200 million tourists coming in, katakanlah 200. You charge RM2 saja, not 400 ya. So you have to be creative where to get the revenue by not cutting our timber. And this is the way forward. This is technology, creativity, and innovation. Saya dalam kerajaan want to establish this ecosystem. And we are going to invest in this basic infrastructure. Selain pada Pen Borneo Highway, kita mesti ada this highway also. This particular highway where people will get connected to the world. So, saudara-saudara, that is going to be the future. And today, as I said, I will give the gas to build that incubator in Samajaya. Jangan namanya gila design yo. Banyak design mahal. Pola that warehouse. Yes. I went to Silicon Valley. Their buildings are all very simple building. Functional building. Silicon Valley di Santa Clara. With Stanford University there. Stanford do the research. And then the graduates come out. And they start with venture capitalists. And what we call startup. So we want to have a startup in Samajaya. In this incubator costing 30 million to Tegas. What you need is just a room. Jadi sibuhlah sophisticated gila design ya. Just macam warehouse. I think you can accommodate 50 entrepreneur anytime with that sort of building and connect with our ICT infrastructure. And I want all the telcos, be it Telekom Malaysia, Sakofa, all these people, to make sure that you produce that speed. 150 to 300 Mbps. Tu nak malah 5 Mbps saja. Ni nak saya mengadang. Sorry lah kalau MC ada sini. When we ask that day, yang kata, oh rural enough 5 Mbps. Apa 5 megabit per second? Yang keluar circle aja ya. Di Damai, saya minta maaf Damai, rainforest, we got all these international people coming in. What they saw is all this bulat. Minister, I can't get Wi-Fi here. Malu saya. Maka exchange rainforest. Minyak macam mana? Because you are in the rainforest. What to do? So you got the circle lah. Because proboscis monkey a lot here. Tapi malu je kita. You must have that basic infrastructure. You must have the speed. And this incubator, I want at least 150 to 300 Mbps. People nowadays talking about terabit per second. Kita lagi gago-gago. Megabit baru. Orang lain dah ngangkat terabit dah. Sebab ya, I'm saying to you, I want to share with you today, that is what we are going to adopt. Tok Nan asked for 5 years after last election. But unfortunately, Tok Nan si dapat, God loves him more. Only leading us 8 months after the election. But I will continue with Tok Nan policy, but I have to adjust with the changing environment. And myself, James Masing, Douglas, all of us got another 4 years to go. We want to make use of these 4 years to transform Sarawak economy together with the world. And therefore, our economy must be digital. To do that, we have to get funding. I am to create certain model for us to fund all these strategic projects that we want to do in Sarawak, including the social aspect, that is housing and public transport. Nanti saya cakap lagi lah. Awal gila kita, saya ada modal lagi gila. Because the one thing I can share with you, we are going to emphasize on 4 sectors. That's why I changed Ministry of Finance into Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning. And we have to be a bit financially independent from Putrajaya. We cannot rely on Putrajaya alone. We must be on our own. And Putrajaya can help us if they can. If they cannot, we have to be on our own. What to do? Otherwise, we cannot catch up. And we have to find a new model for us to get the revenue, for us to fund all these strategic projects. Allow me to do this as your 6th Chief Minister. The same with oil and gas. I have mentioned sometime few days ago, we want to go to marginal field. Kerana waktu saya Menteri Industri dulu, 20 tahun dulu, saya Menteri Industri. I was given briefing by Chris Knight, Chairman of Shell. I was given briefing by the late Tan Sri Azizan, waktu saya Menteri Industri. Dia kata reserve kita only can last 22 years. At that time. At that time, 20 years. From that time and now, it's about 30 years. Waktu saya jadi Menteri Industri, dah lebih pada 22 tahun. It's about 27 years. Masih minyak. Masih gas. Si habis. Nama setidaknya pula. But maybe statistic that time technology is only up to that level. But now we got new technology. So I want Sarawakian also to be given the chance to exploit oil dalam marginal field. Ini kedudukan buat mana you got job there as a vendor, as well as to use technology for us to tap oil and gas. Jika ada kita melihat aja, kesian Tok Nan minta 20%. Apabila minta 20% royalty, minyak pun turun sampai 33 ringgit US per barrel. Gini nak beri 20%. Boleh buatlah, tapi kita ngai cara lain untuk kita mendapat bahagian kita dalam oil and gas. Jadi saudara-saudara, itu saja yang saya nak kongsi kepada adik-adik. That is the future. It is meant for you. It is yours, not me. Hanya saya coba saja mulakannya. Dan the benefit will be the young of today. Particularly orang yang berumur 45 tahun. Because you know what to do. I just prepare you the playing field. The game of football is up to you. Now, you have to kick the ball. With that, once again, thank you very much. I wish all the best in this SCAT fair, and I hope that you have a very promising future. With that, saya dengan sukacitanya meresmikan Sarawak Career and Training SCAT Fair 2017. Sekian, terima kasih.